Hello, 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 mabuhay, and welcome to Anitta Recap, the official, unofficial recap series for Drag Race Philippines Slaysian Royale. I am your host, Anitta Minette, and today we will be recapping episode 1 of Slaysian Royale, Shutacca Queen. Now, I have never done any kind of recap series or anything like that before in my life, so we're gonna kind of, experiment throughout this whole series. I do want to make it a goal to review every single episode this season. For today, how I'm thinking of we're gonna do it, I'm gonna watch the episode and like in between the commercial breaks, cut back and just chit chat and key about what was tea in the episode. Before going into this season, my predictions for top 3 are Suki Doll, Kiana, and Bernie. Based off those 3, I am thinking the top winner is gonna be Kiana. I'm thinking Kiana. I don't know. I get to see. I think it could be Kiana, Suki, or Bernie. I don't know. I'm between those 3. But that's my preseason prediction. So without further ado, let us get started. Okay, y'all. So we have just watched the Act 1 of episode 1. And for those of you who don't know, I am legally blind, so I can't see shit, even with the laptop this close to me without my glasses on. So let's just appreciate this makeup one more time before we are glasses solidified for the rest of this episode. Get into the look, get into the glam, get into the look, get into the glam. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 queens. It is a full pack season. Let's go through everyone's looks one by one. So the first one to enter the workroom, or the stage really, was Arizona Brandy. I love this look. Like, okay, we're gonna do, instead of toot and boot, we're gonna do, since my name is Anitta Minette, we're gonna do giving her 12s, like in like a clock, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like instead of 10s, she gets her 12s. And then if we don't like it, clocked. It's clocked. We don't like it. So I would give this a 12. I'm giving her her 12s. I'm giving her her 12s. I say my favorite part is obviously the iconic orange color, the orange ponytail. It was so slick, so clean. I would have loved if maybe it was like 4 inches longer, just like you know what I mean? But overall, I really liked it. Don't know if I love the shoe. Don't know if I love like this, like, I can't really see it well. I'm looking at a picture of them all on the stage. It is giving kind of like 3-inch chunk heel. Like it's giving like First Communion heel. Don't know if I love that. Next to walk in was Yuha. I mean, the most exciting part of this look was definitely the hair. I feel like it was definitely a lot. I don't really live for this look. It was kind of giving a lot to begin with. You know what I would have loved? If the pigtails, like Arizona's, were like not touching her hair, if that makes sense. Like the stem of the pigtails weren't touching her hair. I would have liked that. Maybe that would have I liked the look more. I would have loved a little bit more of like a in the hip and the body. Granted, I am a queen that is not like a padding queen, but if we need to, we corset, we tits. I just don't know that's not giving here, so it's gonna be a clock for me. Something Wong's look, meh. It wasn't giving like clocked, but it wasn't necessarily giving 12s across the board. Maybe a good fresh 6. I do like the campness of it, and her makeup. At first, I was like, ugh. But like, honestly, the more I look at it, she's really soft. She's really puss. So, you know what? We're gonna say, I don't know, between 12s or clocked. I'll say 12s. I'll say 12s. It is like a full outfit, which I don't know if that sounds stupid or not, but like, it's not like above and beyond 12s. It's just like regular, 12. Okay, next is Ivory Glaze. The look was actually, I really like the look. Okay, so actually I'm looking at it right now again. It's okay. I don't really understand why there's all these like yarns all over her. I guess it's like to add color of some sort. But it doesn't look bad on her. I think her body is T. And the hair looks good. I mean, I'm just not like in love with her, if that makes sense. So objectively, it's a 12s. A 12s across the board. So up next we have Brigading. Yes! She looks expensive. Like, this is definitely a big glow up to Brigading season 1. I remember season 1, they kept clocking her. Her judging season 1 was very like, I was not living for the judging she got. I think she should have really gotten a little further. They kept clocking her for being like not branding enough, but then like in season 2 or 3 they had like a whole episode dedicated to her. But this look, love an all white look. I think she looks very expensive. And this wig looks really good on her. Her makeup is stunning. Yes, it is a 12s across the board for me, Miss Brigading. Okay, up next is Siam, I think it is. The bitch from Thailand. This bitch walked in. I said, oh, it's over. Until she opened her mouth. Girl, I get she was trying to speak Tagalog, but like, girl, just say what you want in English or Thai and just get it over with. Like, it ruined it. She walked in. She could have just said, and I've been like, oh, it's over. It's over. But, I mean, it goes without saying, like, this look is 12s across the board. This screen grab, okay, I'll put it here if I remember. This screen grab of her, like, leaning over that, I think that was, like, the best. I love that moment so much. She looks so good. You can tell this bitch is a model. Yeah, 12s across the board for me. Okay, up next, Venus Deluxe. Girl, I can tell this bitch is gonna be the narrator of the goddamn season. Like, if y'all don't know, if y'all haven't watched Drag Race Philippines season 1, her voice is just so like, well, yes. I can't even do it. I can't even attempt to do the Venus Deluxe voice. But, going to this look, I would say, you know what it is? You know what it is? I'm a bit troubled. At first, I'm like, looking at it now, I'm like, okay, between a clocked and a 12s on the board, I'm at 6. The reason why, this look is actually really stunning. I love it. I think it's like the beading on it. I think the structured like wings, I think it is, are on it. Look fantastic. It's the goddamn hair. This hard front, like, synthetic, I don't even know if this is a t-shirt or not, but it's just, if she came in, I mean, I'm not saying it has to be like a styled updo to match the look. If it was just a more styled hair, I would have liked this. Would have be a complete 12s across the board. I mean, I'm still gonna give it 12s across the board, but it's just, this hair is just not, yeah, this hair was more cohesive with the look. It would be a complete shoe for me. Okay, now we're getting to Miss Bernie. Okay, we really have to like look into this look. The more, when she first came in, because this is in the thumbnail of the episode, this is one of the looks you see. At first I didn't like it. And then I saw it, I saw the face and then the headpiece, and I said, ooh, wait, this is actually a lot more cleaner up close. And then I saw the outfit again, and then I didn't like it again. I don't know. I'm not really sure what she's going for, if this is a reference to anything. It's definitely giving Easter Bunny, kind of like Princess Peach a bit, kind of cosplay-y, a bit like, butlery, if that makes sense. It's gonna be a clocked for me. I'm not, the face is stunning, the face is soft, and bitch, let's get into her confessional look. Girl, Bernie is bodied out. Her confessional look better than her entrance look for me. The only thing that really I loved was the bob and like the face and the headpiece. That was the only thing I really loved. Everything else, I mean, I'm just not a big fan of this, like, this, I don't know what you would call this, like tailcoats and like button down, like that kind of like I guess it's like English looking kind of, you know what I mean, like Mad Hatter. I guess she's going for Mad Hatter, but like, I just don't really like that vibe, especially even if it's like on Drag Race and if it's like whatever, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. So love Bernie. I think she's definitely gonna make top 3, but this outfit is clocked for me. Moving on to Madame Yoko. I wanna really like this look because it is cohesive, but I don't like this look. I mean, I'm just not living for it. It's just like a sequin, like, with big, like, little plastic pieces on it, like yellow, like, party dress with, like, it looks like plastic, like, zip tie, like, acrylic little snowflake looking things on it. I mean, if I saw her in the club like this, I'd be like, ooh, girl, sister, you better work. But, like, on Drag Race Philippines, I'm like, cut, like, hey, I want to be 100% transparent. I literally am wearing, like, a mini dress from, like, online. So I am Wanda Talk. Welcome to the stage, Wanda Talk. But as a viewer, comparing it to, like, the other girls, I'm not living for it 100%. So it is, I would give it a clocked. It's not my favorite. Okay, sorry, my mistake. This is Madame Yoko. Girl, not me racially stereotyping the Asians. I hate this look. Girl, I don't know. I'm kind of over this, like, because this, if she's going for, like, a 60s, like, vibe, this isn't even, like, the right boot to wear. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not living for this look. It's a clocked for me. The boots don't even match the right era. Yeah, let's move on. Okay, Suki Doll. Girl, we already knew she was gonna come in here and storm on these hoes, press on these bitches' necks. I mean, it looks great. Girl, the fact that I'm in here in a fucking Shein mini dress, about to, like, critique anyone's looks, bitch, death row. Bitch, you already know this bitch made it herself. I really like this, like, chartreuse green pick for a color. Mother doll. Yeah, it's definitely 12s across the board. Not my favorite entrance look, though, so far, but definitely, like, when you think of Suki Doll, you think of not just a put-together look, but a fashion-forward look. And last but not least, I know I can take my glasses off for this one because I know this bitch is sickening! Kiana. First of all, 12s across the board. Yeah, they were talking about how, like, oh, she's strutting with such an attitude, like, she's pumping the runway. Girl, at first I thought this bitch was Anitta. And first of all, down, this bitch is gonna give us lip syncs down. The house boots pump up. Yes, God. Oh, you know she's gonna kill it. And I feel like her and Anitta kind of have similar aesthetics, that kind of, like, Mortal Kombat-esque Asian girl vibes. Yeah, and I really love this, like, ninja star, I think it was, that was coming out of her, like, shoulder, that was she used as, like, a big shoulder piece. I really thought it was really cute. Okay, but overall entrance looks, my top clock, no wait, what would be, like, the top shoot? But, like, my favorite of the entrance looks was Siam. Just the way she sold it, I think, what really made push above and beyond. Outside that entrance line, that was, like, my favorite. Her, and honestly, even though it's, like, a simple look, Brandy. It was just so clean, and it was just so pretty to look at. My least favorite, Madame Yoko, clocked. Yeah, so let's go ahead and continue with the episode. Comment down below what you guys thought was your favorites, which ones you didn't like, if you agreed or disagreed with my favorites, and the ones that I didn't like. Let me know down below. Ah! I'm caught. Girl, what the fuck is Bernie doing? Ah! Come on, Bernie, with the whammo! Yes! Next, Suki versus Kiana. Ooh, Suki is so skinny. Ah! Come on, Kiana. You better work. Poor, oh! Oh, poor Suki. Quick recap. So Kiana has won the mini challenge, and bring back the days of Drag Race when the winner of the mini challenge won, like, some kind of advantage. Ooh, my titties, my tissue paper titties. Won some kind of advantage for the Maxi challenge. I feel like in the US season, they don't really do that anymore, which I'm like, girl, I want some stakes. I want some stakes. For the Maxi challenge, we are doing the Miss Shutacca Queen pageant. Girl, 36 looks. Sister, I'm gonna be sitting here for a hot minute, girl. So on top of serving 3 individual looks, like in a pageant, the queens are also going to have to, you know, do a question answer. And the gag is Kiana gets to take, I think she gets to choose with the winner of the mini challenge. She gets to add 5 seconds to her question answer, or take 5 seconds away from someone else. So here's my tea. I'm trying to think to myself, which one would I pick? I feel like adding 5 seconds more to yourself helps, but I also think it'd be more effective to take away from someone. So honestly, I think taking away from someone is the more effective, juicier option, because that could really fuck someone up a bit. But I think Arizona Brandy is like, she's quick on her feet, I feel like. So I feel like that 5 seconds deducted from her wouldn't like affect her in a major way. So before we get into the Maxi challenge, let us talk about Mama Pau's look. Y'all, I am so happy she is bringing back season 1 levels of drag. I think it's because like she had like a major weight loss from season 1 to 2. So I think season 2 was a lot of like simpler looks, a lot of looks that showed off the body more. But like, nonetheless, I think her best package was season 1. And with this first look, love. Okay, is it the most? Actually, I really love it. Like, let's get into it. I mean, I just love how it's just like a gown. It's just like va-va-voom with the body and everything. Like, yes, give us more Mama Pao. I don't know about this hair choice. I would have maybe just done black. Or maybe black with like a fierce like Filipino sun like headpiece. That would have been fierce. Similar to like her first one in Drag Race Philippines season 1. Which actually I feel like I like better than this, but nonetheless, I do like how we're bringing back bigger drag for Mama Pao. Girl, let's get into Maxi and Jimbo's look. Maxi just look, okay, now this is what I'm talking about. This, if Venus walked in with this hair that Maxi has on, girl, her look would have been so much better. But like, even though this is like a simple hair like Maxi has, it's simple, but it's styled, it's fresh, it's sleek, it looks good. On her dress too, it's a simple silhouette, but these flowers, the embellishments, the rhinestones, girl, it looks so good. And Maxi just looks so like soft. She's like a woman. No, she looks good. And you know, this bitch gives straight out of the drag too. So that's the tea. Okay, so Jimbo's look. I really love Jimbo's look. It is a 12s across the board for me. She's not wearing her tits. That's crazy. I would have loved to see like some kind of necklace on Jimbo. I feel like this like area is so blank. And I've seen that a few with like a lot of other Drag Race queens. Like I'm getting back into necklaces, and I think a necklace is fierce. I love this look though. It's giving like the Thanos fist. It looks great on her. It looks, this gold, like orangey gold, looks amazing on her skin tone against the 613 hair. Yeah, everything else about it is amazing. Again, would love a necklace, but even without it, she looks great. I love it. Okay, bitch, so we have 36 looks to get through. So we're really gonna speedrun this because, like, girls, 36 looks is crazy. On the first episode, crazy. So let's get into it. Okay, y'all. So I just watched the first category of queens, and, like, girl, this first runway, the Asian girls did not come to play. These are giving, like, finale runway looks, and I'm like, girl, it's the first challenge of the season. Okay, so let's go. It was a really good package. It really was. Let's go through everyone's looks. Suki, love her look. I think it's like maple syrupy, like butterfly inspired though. Okay, up next is Bernie. Girl, like, she is giving body yaddy 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 yaddy, and I love it. It's definitely giving like traditional Filipino warrior. I love it. 12s across the board. I would say, if anything, I would love to see Bernie, and again, it could be like the camera. I would love to see Bernie like a silky like skin, like shiny, glisten, like Simone skin, where it's like glistening, like it's not matte, it's like glistening, like wet, oily skin. If you're gonna show that much skin, we gotta show like the body oil and like, you know, the Sally Hansen, put the body oil on top of it. That's what I would like to see from this look. But other than that, girl, it's a fierce look, and I would wear this, girl. Up next, we have Something Wong. Okay, I don't really love this little cardigan moment. I feel like if you are gonna have that, I get it. It's like she's on the go. She got it from the train station. It's just a little trench coat. But I'm like, how does that tie in with this like lime green like sparkly cat suit? You know what I mean? Granted, her body is tea. Body is tea, and I would wear this cat suit if it was my size. One thing I did not like though is like the zipper was not all the way up in the back, and I'm just clocking that. I'm like, girl, if you're gonna have a zipper, and real tea, if this was a pageant, girl, we don't want to see that zipper. No, 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 no. It has to be a fish line. You get some fishing line. You sew that shit in. But that's just me. That's just me. But other than that, it's not a bad look. I still give it 12s across the board. Yeah, I mean, probably would have gone with like a more full length trench coat instead of just like this one that cuts at her hip. And I'm just not sure about maybe a more nude colored bodysuit instead of like a lime green, like this greenish one. But it does all tie in together. Like she has a little bit on her hat. It ties in with the yellow on her, like her little necktie thing. But yeah, just small things like that. Arizona Brandy! This is one of my favorites. Girl! It's so camp, but it's just so elegant and just like drag. It's definitely 12s across the board. I love the fucking chicken. That's one of my favorite things. And this big ass headpiece she has on, like, girl, I want this for my next pageant. And I just love how also, like, the purse, it matches the baskets on the top of the head. It cuts at the foot. It's just perfection. Ivory Glaze. So Ivory Glaze reminds me of one of my good sisters, Angel Doll. Love you, girl. I mean, looking at this look, I would have never guessed it was roots, about your roots. Maybe I just don't know Asian, like, Australian culture like that. Needless to say, this gown is tea. It fits her like a glove. I will say I would have liked it a few more inches longer on the bottom, but her body is tea in this. I love the suggestion of the red slip in the back. It's like a good pop of color. Yeah, I mean, other than that, 12s across the board. She looks fantastic in this. Venus Deluxe. Okay, definitely love Venus's personality. It's 12s across the board for me. I do like the inclusion of this like traditional I don't know what the name of this type of fabric is called. I know, like, I see it everywhere. I just don't know the name of it, but I know it's very like traditional, and I love that. I just love a turn sleeve. I mean, maybe it's because I grew up with like people wearing Filipinas everywhere, so it's like a custom like silhouette for me. But I just love a Therno sleeve, and the bigger the better, girl. Okay, Siam Pusey. Love this look. She's definitely doing like an homage to gay marriage in Thailand, and sometimes with rainbow looks, you can really go awry because it's just a lot. But she is making it work here. Like, it's not overpowering. It's actually like a good like palette cleanser because of this really like dark stage, and it really is just like a bright like palette cleanser to like the juxtaposition of the stage around her. It fits her amazingly. She really knows how to like sell a garment, and like even getting into it, like the crystals, the stoning, the little like embellishments all across the whole gown is just impeccable. And it's like, this is definitely one for the books. Now I'm realizing the gown is like the pan flag. It's a pink, blue and yellow, and the top is rainbow colors. I wish there was a bit more of a cohesion between the two, whether it was just pan colors on this headpiece that she has, or if the whole thing was rainbow. I would prefer the headpiece be pan colors instead of Roy G. Biv. But that's the only thing I'm clocking. Other than that, she turned this look out. It is 12 12s across the board for me. Up next, Arizona Brandy. Girl, I love this look. Even like just juxtaposition to her on her original season, where the judges really clocked her for being like a little too simple, a little too like baby queeny, and just being like too like not fully evolved or like fully envisioned. This look is like miles above, like another level for not just her, but like the whole season. You know what I mean? This is so immaculate and beautiful and breathtaking to look at. Yeah, it's really something. Because, you know, this is like non-conventional material, girl. This isn't fabric, girl. This is like pine straw or something. Or not pine straw, but like leaves or like plants. Like, this is like, I love it. I want one. 12s across the board. That wasn't already clear. Up next, Madam Yoko. Okay, I will say, it's not a bad look. Honestly, the look is not bad. The mug, oof, girl, can we get... I would love... It's just not enough makeup. Compared to other girls on the stage who are doing literally like... You know what I mean? Mug down. It's just not enough for me. Granted, this may be my least favorite look, but it's still not a bad look. Like, the pants fit her right. Like, I love this, like, cape sleeve on her. I would have liked maybe a bit more of a cinch. If you're wearing a pantsuit, really go crazy with the cinch in the waist and the hips going out. Other than that, the makeup, this look is still 12s across the board for me. Like, I live. Okay, Kitty Space. I'm not 100% living for this look. This might be my only clocked look. Like, I'm not really living for it. If you're gonna go, like, a naked body look, like, this skirt is way too low. It's, like, right, like, above her pubes area. And even the silver waist chain is, like, below her belly button. I feel like it should be above her belly button. And, like, the breastplating or, like, the cups of, like, this bra are way too close. I feel like they should be, you know, we don't judge bodies here. Your breasts come in all different shapes, sizes, and locations. But I will say this is not really doing it for me. Yeah. I do love this shawl. Don't know if it's ostrich feathers or not. But love her confidence. Okay, Miss USA, Miss Yuha Hamasaki. I think she should have worn tits for this. Like, I don't really like how this, like, corseted top, when she leans back, it, like, spews out in front of her, and you could see the top of the skirt, her skin showing. I don't live for that. I wish it was just, like, a more like, a dress, as opposed to a top and a bottom, like a top, corset top and a skirt bottom. Or if anything, like a blue dress, and then on top of that was a red corset top. You know what I mean? Not really living for... I mean, it's 12s across the board, but when you really look into it, like, the details aren't really there for me. But, like, that's the only detail I see. The hair, amazing. The gloves, love. The mermaid skirt, love. Also, I haven't really been commenting on people, like, what they've been saying, but, like, the fact that she said, I will represent the most... What'd she say? The fact that she stood on this Filipino stage and said, I'm representing the most beloved countries in the world, the USA and China, in front of these Filipinos. Girl, that's wild. But anyways, 12s across the board, but not my favorite 12. Okay, and last but not least for this first category, Kiana! Girl, this bull look is spectacular. This is, I think, this and Siam are my favorite looks of this category. Like, girl, she looks just so good. And, like, I can't even clock where the beginning of this bodysuit ends and starts. You know what I would love? Okay, if we're gonna get really nitpicky, like, I love the look the way it is. 12s across the board. But I would have loved, like, you know what Bosco wore for, like, her, where she wore, like, moose hoofs or, like, devil hooves? that shoe instead of like this heelless stripper shoe. But nonetheless, the looked amazing. I think this is like my favorite one, along with Siam's. This next category is reveal yourself. And let's get into these looks. So up first we have Suki doll. Yeah, I love this look. Toes across the board. The presentation was amazing. Every look, the first, the second, and the third were all good. And I love them. I really did. Bernicia. This was amazing. I wish she had held on to that blue overcoat look a little longer, at least until she reached the end of the runway, because it was so stunning. We only got to see it for like a second. And this yellow look was also amazing too. I loved how she revealed into the red look, how she turned around and then revealed it out. And it was like that Sasha Colby drawstring reveal gown look. I loved that. And this red look, each look again was great. This red look is fierce, amazing. I wish it was just a tad longer, because I see when she's standing still, like it doesn't reach to the bottom of her heel. But nonetheless, this look is stunning. She looks amazing in it. And just a little longer the dress, and then it would have been 12s across. I mean, this is still 12s across the board, but it would have been 13s across the board. Okay, going into Something Wrong, girl, this look is a chop. It's giving clocked. Like, girl, what the fuck is this? Like, the only redeeming quality I have of this is that the pinstripe of the suit, it's crystals, and I really like that. It looked really nice on stage. But like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Especially coming after Bernie and Suki, the regalness of it, just seeing this like, you know, hokey pokey, artichokey, like, don't even get me started on like the thong reveal, which I wouldn't even think was a thong reveal. She just took off her clothes. And this shitty ass pink and yellow wig on her too was disgusting as well. Girl, in this thong, like, there's no body. You're not even corseted. It's just giving. You're not even wearing body makeup. Like, what was the point of showing the thong? You know what I mean? Girl, it was clocked down boots. Girl, Arizona Brandy is next. You know, I understand wanting doing a lot of reveals and stuff like that, but like sometimes we don't need to say everything that's on our mind. Actually, you know what? Looking back, watching it back now, I loved. You know what I didn't need? I didn't need the fan, like the bustier. This like bust part turns into a fan. Didn't really need that. But what I do love is the merkin turning into bangs. That was iconic, and I think I just love Arizona's brain. She's just so stupid and just so like creative. I do wish though it would have been there for longer. Like, she put the bangs on and turned around. You know what I mean? It's like, girl, no, wait, that was like the stand up part of your whole runway. Like, I wish she like put it on, or you know what? She revealed the merkin, right? And then turn around, put the merc on her head, turn back around, and now it's your bang. You know what I mean? As opposed to just boop boop and then leave. Other than that, it's still 12s across the board. Ivory Glaze. I liked the reveal outfit better than what she revealed into, which is not something you want to hear. This like nude embellished bodysuit, like, first of all, like, I feel like the nude like sleeves, it didn't fit her, so there was a lot of like wrinkles on it and stuff like that. And then the again, like, if you're gonna do this nude illusion, like, it doesn't really give when there's no body. Like, I don't even think she's corseted on this. Like, if she had worn hips, tits especially, because like this like embellishments across her chest aren't really giving, because there's no dimension. I feel like if she had tits underneath, like, there would have been so much more dimension, so much more life to the embellishments on her chest. But it's not really giving here. So, girl, I mean, I do love this updo, this volcano updo. It's very fierce. I would say I would say I'm gonna clock this one. I'm gonna clock this one. Up next, Venus Deluxe. It was cute. It was very creative. I did love the like switch that she had from like Jesus, from blank to Jesus. It was really creative. I didn't see it coming. But it was like a simple outfit. You know, like the Philippines is very Catholic. They love you some Jesus there. So I'm not surprised that this was involved in her look. But yeah, I mean, it's safe. I would still give it 12s across the board. Siam Hussein. I don't necessarily. Here's the thing. I liked in pageants, you don't want to leave anything on the stage for your reveal, and I think Siam's the only one who did that, who didn't leave anything on the stage. Granted, like this first look is not a look. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's giving Alaska with the trash bags. It's giving Trinity on All Stars 4 for the lip sync Lollapalooza. It's not a reveal look. It's just like a coat. So, but what you revealed into, I would still give it 12s across the board. I don't know. I'm also clocking like I can see the boy hair underneath the wig, which I'm not a big fan of. But I don't know. Like this look, it looks elegant. It's regal. It's everything. But I don't know. This just wasn't a reveal look for me. I mean, I still am gonna give it 12s across the board because she sold it. Up next is Miss Brigading. Brigading. I did not like this fit. I mean, okay. Let me not jump to conclusions, girl. The overcoat, I did not like. I did not like this, like, it looks like, I don't know what this red, yellow, orange material is made up on this, like, black tulle. I just know I didn't like it. I wish it was just tulle instead of, like, bunched up cotton or something like that. Or bunched up, like, I think it is bunched up tulle. It just does not look good. Now when she revealed, I did like the flames, how they were encrusted in stones. I like that a lot better. But I didn't like how the feathers on the bottom of her dress looked like they were like crushed up and like, you know what I mean? There's like childhood boas. That's what it's giving. It's giving like the bottom of the box, like theater dress up, material clothes, you know what I mean? That's what these feathers are giving. Like they're not really opulent, they're giving crushed up. But I will say the bodice of what she revealed into, sickening. This encrusted red, orange, and yellow fits her great. It's giving me Catriona. Yeah, I really like that. Even the boa, I'm sorry. The boa doesn't even look good either. It's even crushed up. Chicken feathers! Girl. I might give this one a clock. The only redeeming qualities was the bodice and the encrusted bits of the bodice. Madame Yoko. Okay. I did like this coat. This reveal gown. I will say if she wore it in the club, I would be living, you know what I mean? The girls would go up. But like on the stage of Drag Race Philippines, like it didn't even fit her well. You could see the reveal from underneath. And then even the bodysuit underneath, it was giving like Amazon.com, like human muscles, bodysuit. You know what I'm talking about? Like I was not living for that. I did not like that one bit. It wasn't even, was it stoned at least? Okay, it's stoned. But nonetheless, I'm like, not, again, if you're doing one of those nude illusions or like a muscle suit or something like that, girl, body out. This is supposed to, you know what I mean? I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, as someone who doesn't pad, as someone who doesn't buy corset down, like, I would have loved to see a bit more body in a body, like, nude bodysuit. You know what I mean? But yeah, this was definitely giving clocked for me. Was not living for it. Up next is Kitty Space. Again, I actually really like this one. I wish she had held on to that cocoon reveal a little longer, because actually it wasn't that bad. It really was like giving me Va Va Voom and giving me alien creature-esque. And the blue wasn't actually that bad. I would give this 12s across the board. But I wish she held on to that reveal a little longer before she revealed into her blue look. Miss Yua up next. I did not really love this. I mean, I like the idea of it. It's giving me very, like, Irene the Alien when she did her, you know, Sarah Palin-esque, like, reveal in All Stars 10. Kind of like that with politicians. But, and granted, I did like what she revealed into more than the actual look, than what she had on. I just felt like what she had on, it was just, wasn't fitted. It didn't even look good. Like, I don't understand, like, why it was red on top. You know what I mean? I feel like she should have some kind of beard and then ripped it off, and then it was, like, a black beard because then she turned into a werewolf or something like that. I'm gonna give this look a clocked. Yeah, I'm not really living for this, like, the reveal is a second-hand thought, you know what I mean? And then, yeah, I'm not really living for that. Okay, last but not least, Kiana. I actually really love this look. The more I look at it, the more I like it. Like, my favorite thing is when she took off, like, the up-to part of her wig, and it was brain. And it was laid down, girl. She had the brain laid down. I'm still trying to think, like, how that even comes together. But my favorite part also on top of that was when she did the zip down of the body bag down, and you saw the intestines, you saw like the rib cage, you saw the muscles, and you're thinking like, oh, she's gonna take the whole thing off, it's gonna be a bodysuit. But she kept it on, and it's like still a gown silhouette. I was like, wait a minute. At first I was gonna hate it because I was like, oh, it's a shapeless nude body. But I was like, oh no, wait. It's still giving gown. I like it. Throw away the receipt. I'm buying it. So, yeah, I would give Kiana 12s across the board. I would say my favorite for this runway, I would say Bernie. Bernie. I loved Bernie's look, especially that first look. The blue, I just wish she had it on longer than when she had it on. Because, like, it would just look so immaculate. You know the pageant girls would. Girl, I would get that in a heartbeat. If I could afford it, I'd get that in a heartbeat. Down. So we just finished the question answer portion. And, you know, I'm not going to speak on everyone's question answer portion. Because at first I was like, are we taking this going to be, like, seriously? Or is it, like, whoever can make whoever laugh the most? But I will say my least favorites, Something Wrong, Yuha, and I think it was Madame Yoko or it was Kitty Space. I always get those two confused. But the one that said, I think it was Kitty Space, like, France! I'm like, girl. I mean, I don't know. I'm taking it a little too seriously, but like, I don't know. I really was confused on like whether it was like a serious answer or like a stupid answer. I will say like when Something Wong just started doing push-ups, like, I'm like, girl, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck is this? And her standing there, like, answering the question in nothing but a thong. I was like, girl, this is wild. This is wild. And Yuha Masaki, girl, if you're gonna... Okay, here's the thing. Who should go home tonight and why? That should be, like, the easy answer. Just say someone. You could say, like, I think Something Wong should go because she doesn't have any clothes on or something like that. You know what I mean? I feel like that would have been a better answer than just... I don't know why, but I'm a werewolf. So you know what? Woo! You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not living for that. I will say my favorite for this question answer was Arizona Randy. Like, it was the perfect, like I said, like, y'all, I'm like, Arizona, I feel like is, like, giving her a disadvantage of 5 seconds less. Like, I don't think that, like, was a disadvantage for her. Because, like, as you can see, like, she overcame it. It wasn't really a big deal for her. My favorite thing is, in Filipino pageantry is just the very like, and I thank you. So I'm inspired. I want to do my own question. So I have this random question generator pulled up right here. And we're going to try giving ourselves our own question. Okay, ready? What is your theme song? Thank you for that question. In question response, I'm your female contestant number 3. My name is Anitta Manette. And to answer the question, what is my theme song? Well, there's a very simple question with a simple answer to it. The answer is, I will be the very best that no one ever was. Doom, doom, doom. Because I believe I am the trainer of the world. In a room full of Pikachus, I am the Ash Ketchum. And my goal is to catch them all and not leave any one behind. And I thank you. I have been your female contestant number 3, Anitta Bennett, and I thank you. Thank you. Period. Like that. Girl, I'm ready for a pageant. It's over. It's over. Okay, wait. I'm gonna do one more. Okay. Contestant number 3, Anitta Bennett. In question and answer, your question is, you had to change your name. What would you change it to? Thank you. In question and answer, I am your female contestant number 3, Anitta Bennett. And in response to the question, if I had to change my name, what would I change it to? I would change it to something unique, similar to my own name, Anitta Bennett. Unique, personable, never heard before. I would change it to Shutacca Queen. And in question response, I'm your contestant number 3, Anitta Bennett, and I thank you. Like, girl, wait, okay. I'm gonna do one more. Okay. When was the last time you changed your opinion about something major? Thank you for that question. In question and answer, question response. In response, no, wait, start over, wait. In question and answer, I'm your female contestant number 3. In response to the question, when was the last time you changed your opinion about something major? I will respond as thinking things through before saying it. As you can see moments ago, I did not think my words through before expressing them through my mouth hole. As you can see, it was a train wreck. But I changed my opinion about thinking my you know what? It's a chop! It's a chop! So we just finished with judges' critiques, and I pretty much agree with everything they said. Like, with the placements and everything. Siam and Kiana being the top makes sense. I think they both had the best runway in the first category, and they both had pretty strong runways in the second category as well. Sum Ting Wong and Madam Yoko on the bottom. I do agree with, just like, Sum Ting Wong standing there in her orange thong. I'm like, girl, this is kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Just the bottom for that alone by itself. Also, during the judges' critiques, I'm realizing that Brigading's dress is actually not chicken feathers. I think it actually is all ostrich feathers. But nonetheless, it is still giving me, like, crumpled up, like, ostrich feathers, though. Like it was just, like, manhandled and, like, crumpled up. It wasn't giving light, airy, feathery, floaty. It was giving, like, dragging on the floor. In the last act of the show, let's recap before we conclude this episode. It was kind of wild. I was like, oh my god, the drama's already starting when Madam Yoko was started to talk, and then, Sum Ting Wong started to cry, and then they were like, Sum Ting, what's wrong with you? Is there something wrong? And she starts expressing herself, and then Madam Yoko's like, I also resonate with what you said, and then Sum Ting Wong said, bitch, I wasn't done crying. I wasn't done talking. I was like, ooh, that's kind of gaggy, because you were interrupting her by crying, and now you're getting mad that she's interrupting you when you were interrupting her. You know what I mean? I was like, ooh. See. To the lip sync, if you want to see my live reaction of the lip sync, you can click here. No, but watching it, I was like, yeah, Kiana is definitely winning over Siam. Like, I feel like Siam's hair got in a little bit of the way, but also, like, what I noticed, I'm like, none of these girls know the second verse of the song. Because, like, I think Kiana was doing some floor work, and then Siam was also, like, doing this. The drag queen thing where you do this, you don't know the words. When you're, like, you performed to the back of the stage. But I will say Kiana did win over Siam. No surprise there. I will say, like, something I noticed this time and then last time is that Kiana really loves to just show all her tricks all at once. which is not bad. I enjoy it whenever Kiana performs. I love her so much. But I'm like, girl, we gotta give some variation. We gotta give like, we gotta give like some levels to this. But we have a whole season to see. And in conclusion, Kiana did send home Yoko, which I was kind of gagged by. Cause like, even though I agreed that Something and Yoko were the bottom two of the week, I would have sent home Something. Especially when girls, when the girls do that if you want someone strong in the end of the competition, you want me here. You want me here. But I don't think either of them would have made it to the end of the competition. No tea, no shade. I would have sent home Something just based off the outfit that she was wearing. And also something I noticed is like in Untucked, when Something was crying, she's talking about how Jimbo didn't understand the reference to her first look. I just noticed, I'm like, I don't know, this bitch cried off all her lipstick, but I'm like, she's not wearing any lipstick. You know what I mean? Like, right here. I'm like, that's crazy. That is wild. Nonetheless, in conclusion, a great first episode. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. Next week is girl groups, so I'm very excited for that. I think Kiana is also gonna turn it out again. Okay, before this, my original top three was Suki, Kiana, and Bernie. I think I'm switching the top three. I'm gonna take out Suki, and I'm gonna put Arizona Brandy. Yeah, so it's gonna be an all Filipino top three. Arizona really surprised me. Like, she really has like the whole package. She has the looks. She has like the swiftness, the wittiness, and she's the whole package. I think actually it might be Arizona and Kiana for top two, maybe, for the season. I still think Kiana's gonna win. But let me know in the comments below who you think your winner of the season will be. Who's your top three? Who's your Miss Congeniality? And I will see you guys next week for Anitta recap, the official, unofficial recap series for Drag Race Philippines Slaysian Royale. Bye!